Okay, let's unpack this. You ever try sending a bunch of photos? Maybe,
Mm.
showing progress on a project or just sharing memories from a trip and it feels like you're fighting your own phone.
Oh, absolutely. Emails reject them or they get split into like a million tiny messages.
Exactly. And then you're fumbling with cloud links, setting permissions. It's such a basic need, yet it can be surprisingly clunky.
It really is. What's interesting is how we've sort of accepted this friction. Think about all the steps involved.
hmm
Selecting the images, maybe zipping them up.
Zipping on a phone.
Right. Then trying to figure out the best way to share without losing quality or just, overwhelming the person you're sending them to. It's a multi-step process for something that feels like it should be instant.
Totally. And that brings us to what we're diving into today, an app called iSpeed Pix 2 PDF. Now, the name gives you a pretty clear idea, right?
Yeah, that sounds straightforward. Pics to PDF. Fast.
Exactly. It takes those multiple photos, cluttering up your gallery, and merges them into a single, clean PDF document. And the whole point is doing it fast and without any fuss.
Okay, so important distinction here. This isn't one of those apps that turns your phone into a document scanner, right? Like iSpeed Scan or something similar. That's a whole different thing.
Right, good point. This is specifically for the photos you already have in your gallery, those snapshots you took that you just want to bundle up neatly.
Gotcha. So existing photos into one file. Makes sense.
Yeah. And the core philosophy seems to be speed and simplicity. They really emphasize
Hmm?
no intrusive ads popping up. You don't need to sign up for an account.
Oh, that's refreshing.
And there aren't a million extra features you'll probably never use, like weird filters or complex editing tools you don't need for this task.
Which honestly highlights a common issue with a lot of apps, doesn't it? They try to be everything to everyone, and the simple thing you actually want to do gets buried.
You hit the nail on the head. It makes simple tasks feel way more complicated. With this app, the process seems incredibly direct. You pick the photos you want,
Okay.
decide if you want like one or maybe two images per page in the final PDF.
Sensible options.
And then you just tap a button. That's
Huh.
basically it. PDF created.
So what's particularly smart about that approach from like a user perspective? What's the real hook?
For me, it's what happens after you create the PDF. It's just a standard PDF file. Your phone knows exactly what it is.
Ah, so no proprietary format or anything weird.
Nope. Which means you can use all your phone's regular built-in editing tools on it. Need to quickly highlight something on one of the photos inside the PDF, or maybe crop one a bit.
You just use the markup tools already on your phone.
Exactly. Or share it through your usual email, messages, whatever. You could do all of that without learning some new, complicated interface inside the app itself.
That's a huge benefit. Sticking to a standard format and using the phone's own features, well, it minimizes the learning curve, doesn't it? It feels more like a natural extension of your phone, not some separate island.
Totally. And the backstory for this app is kind of interesting too. It wasn't, cooked up in some big tech company boardroom.
Oh,
Apparently, it came from someone who personally just got fed up with the hassle of sharing photos this way. They were tired of apps adding unnecessary filters, constantly pushing for cloud backups they didn't want.
and the endless subscription models for basic functions. Yeah, I know that feeling.
Right. So this really brings up that question of what motivates app development. Is it always just about maximizing profit, or can it sometimes just be about solving a genuine personal frustration that, probably lots of other people share?
The existence of an app like iSpeed Pix 2 PDF suggests it can definitely be the latter. Someone built the tool they wish they had.
Exactly. And it's one of the most frustrating things when you're trying out new apps, hitting a paywall before you even know if the app actually solves your problem.
Ugh, yes. Pay now to see if this even works for you.
iSpeed Pix 2 PDF avoids that completely. It's a free download on both the iOS App Store and Google Play. And you get a full week, a proper free trial to really kick the tires, no hidden conditions, no needing a credit card up front.
That trial period is so important for users. It lets you genuinely test if it fits your workflow, solves your specific problem before you commit any money. It builds trust.
It really does. And if after that week you decide, yeah, this actually saves me time and hassle, then it's a one-time purchase.
Just once, no subscription.
One single payment for a lifetime upgrade. That's the entire monetization strategy. No recurring fees, no sneaky subscription traps. It feels much more like you're buying a specific tool, not signing up for yet another ongoing service.
That approach definitely stands out. It gives you the sense that, okay, this isn't some giant corporation trying to squeeze every last penny out of you with ads or data mining.
Right, it feels more like a straightforward solution built out of a real relatable need. Someone thought, this should be easier. And then they actually made it easier.
It suggests a focus on providing genuine value, trusting that people who find it useful will be happy to pay a fair one-time price for it.
So, wrapping up, if you've ever found yourself wrestling with your phone, getting annoyed just trying to share a few photos neatly, well, maybe iSpeed Pix 2 PDF is worth a quick look.
It sounds like the kind of simple, focused tool that once you start using it, you might wonder how you put up with the clunkier ways before.
It really highlights how sometimes the most elegant solutions come from just identifying and directly fixing a common everyday pain point,
Yeah,
making tech actually work for us, simplifying things.
definitely. It's
Yeah.
about smoothing out those little digital rough edges in our daily lives.
And that's our deep dive for today. It makes you think, doesn't it? About all those other little daily tech frustrations we just kind of accept. Maybe the best solutions are still out there, just waiting for someone who gets annoyed enough to build them. Thanks for joining us.